In our last build, we completed the arm, the hand, the shoulder, and started working on this knee joint, which we left completely open. And now it's time to complete that and more in this episode of Your Geek Fix. I am curious what we have this time, because it seems like there's a lot more parts, but there's only 4 magazines, so let's see what's going on there. This is volumes 31 through 34, and again, such really big parts. I'm blown away with it. Looks like we're doing a lot of leg parts this time. So we're all done with the arms, and now we're moving on to the legs. All right. Beginning with volume 31, it looks like we're going to complete the other side of that leg joint, or that knee joint that we started last time. That was just kind of in the open. Like, we kind of got to see how they go together, but not really assemble them. We're getting into the Secretary 2 armor, which I don't know too much about. I see Ultron here, and this is a lot more about the Age of Ultron. The movie version didn't have a ship, but they did replicate this scene pretty well, I think, where they're all in the church and kind of against each other's backs. All right, so we're taking out this part. This is the other side of our knee. And like I said, be able to wrap up what we left loose last time. Let's make sure I don't have any screws in there. So we've got a little cap piece, 2 of these washers, and then the other side of the knee. Now I'm going to be bringing back. First off, here's this piece. So these both have holes that hook onto these pegs that are inside of here. Just like that. And here's another one right there. Goes on like that. Whoops. There we go. Whoops. Okay, just like that. Then, turning the page. Oh, it only shows me where that goes. So I'm not hooking it together yet? Alright. James Rhodes, the other Iron Man. There he is, actually putting on a different outfit than he becomes recognized for. There he is, it was War Machine. And then you have the Iron Secretary 2, which also had military purposes to it. So here we are in volume 32. Bad press, all about Tony becoming recognized as Iron Man. Having to kill off Tony, basically. And then we're going to try and put together our left knee joint a little bit farther using these pieces right here. Some more screws. This looks like the same thing that we did on the other side, so I guess that goes on. We'll do this on both sides. Oh, not a big fan of the sticker thing. Alright. Okay, so first off, I'm going to take my ring, and that's what we're going to do right off the bat, is the sticker part. So I'm going to peel off sticker on one side first. I don't know. It seems like there's other ways that they could have made this a little bit easier. Even if I was using the razor blade, I think it would be tricky. Okay, now I'm going to put that onto here, just to kind of hold it in place, just like last time. Good, stuck on there. There it is on there. Image on one side. And like last time, I think the way I'll do this is use my screwdriver to guide it down. Because last time, it just didn't want to land right. There, stick that inside of there, just like that. And then, when we got that part done, we're going to do the same thing we did on the other side of this thing. So I'm going to now put this one on here, just like, whoops, wrong direction. Turn around, there we go. Just like that. There we go. And then we're using LM screws. Oh, there it is. Again, we're putting this down on the gears like we did on the other side. This one is going to go straight down, I guess. Like that. And then I get my spring right here. Go like that. This is the one that we had on this side, which we still haven't secured in place. This is the one that we're putting down on this side, on the next page, I'm sure. Yep. So, and that one's going to go straight down, like this. Now, we're going to be taking this right here, the one that we put the parts into earlier, and we're going to be trying to connect these things together. Oh, man. This is such a nightmare. Jeez. Oh, no. Oh, is it going together? Oh, that's amazing. I'm impressed. I really didn't think it would because I couldn't seem to keep those parts lined up. I think this is as good as I'm going to get it. But I don't know if I can hold it hard enough to actually get it to screw together. So, once the screws are tight, check the joint moves. The gears should be quite stiff as these pieces have to bear the weight of the armor. Huh. Well, it definitely is stiff. I just can't get it to turn at all, though. I mean, so basically, this thing does move, I found, but it's real hard to move. It seems like once you've done it a few times, it's easier. But that way, it has that locking motion. It says this will also be bearing a lot of weight. So for that reason, it is going to be hard to do. But anyway, so there's that. Hey, Black Widow and Daredevil, both in here. Daredevil's also making some appearances pretty soon. Wow, and yeah, things got pretty intense between Black Widow and Iron Man, and then you got Hulk's fist tearing apart Iron Man's costume, and the anti-radiation 2 geniuses 1 armor. That brings us to volume 33, Bad Blood, A Chance for Change. Hey, look! We have some Fantastic Four action going on here. This is part of the Bad Blood series. Mark III armor, the left hip is what we're doing next. So we really are doing a lot of the leg. It's kind of exciting. I wasn't sure how long it would take to get to some of the legs. We did the foot a long time ago. Some separate screws in this one again, so watching my package here. And we've got 1, 2, 3, and there we go. There we go. All right. These are all plastic pieces. Usually when it's a plastic piece, I've come to find, I think that is because of weight and or access. At any rate, we'll start off with this piece right here and this piece right here. So we're taking it and we're going to be putting it right like, there we go, like this, and screwing it into place. I don't know why they did it that way. Why couldn't we just have it molded that way to begin with? But, and there you go. So that's that part. Then I get this ring thing right here, and we're going to be putting it upward on I'm going to be sticking it straight down. Oh, okay, that's not what I was expecting. Okay, so sticking it, there's 2 different sizes. So I'm sticking the big size, I guess, down into here, like so. And then, I guess this must be my peg piece. I'm taking that and this little piece right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this piece inside of this piece, like so. And then we're going to put a screw inside of it, an IP screw. This is interesting because typically they haven't had us putting together the pegs. They just kind of stick them in. Alright. So I put an IP screw in there. And then, oh, that's all the more I think we're doing on this magazine. Finishing out this volume, Whiplash, the Whip and its Bearers. Another thing that was kind of changed for the purpose of the movie, we ended up having a whole different supervillain, I guess you could say, that handles it. Oh, and there he is, right there, actually. So yeah, this does point out as well that most of the holders were within the Spider-Man universe. That brings us to our final volume, volume 34. And I am going to do something more with those pieces we started to assemble last time, I think. So, anyway, Maximum Security Space Prison. It's kind of a Guardians of the Galaxy piece here, but I don't see any Guardians of the Galaxy, but still was brought up in it. Do see some familiar characters. For this one, I'm going to be using these final pieces over here. And pulling that out, we've just got a few pieces to this, and hopefully this is something that is completely assembled. These are some of the first parts I've been putting together that haven't been complete when you're done with the box. So we'll see what the final outcome is. I'm starting off with this piece right here. I'm going to be putting it right here for a moment. And now I'm going to be putting some AP screws in there. Why, you might ask? Well, so this looks kind of plain as it is, and then we're reinforcing it, I guess, right here with the metal plate. There, that looks better. Okay, makes a lot more sense all of a sudden. So, and then we're using AP screws to do that. We're putting in 3 of those AP screws. And nice and tidy there. Because these are plastic pieces, I'm not tightening them as much as some of my joints and things like that have been. Now I'm taking this piece right here, and I'm going to be hooking it on just like so right here. And we're going to be putting in 2 AP screws. And then, overturn that too much, but... Alright, and that makes that look like that. And then, and that was it. Oh no! Huh. It's kind of interesting. We have completed a couple parts that aren't fully assembled. This one right here and this one right here, I'm just going to have to hold on to and see what happens. Ultimate Universe Marvel in the New Century. This is where we get into the Ultimate Spider-Man, as well as the X-Men. Huh, that looks exactly like the actor, so I'm guessing this is more based on the shield from the movie. Really covering the new age of Iron Man. I like that picture. Now, and it appears that in the next box, in the next issue, we'll be building the left ankle. I think finishing some of the parts we just barely started. Want to thank Fanhome for providing us with this model to be able to review, but they also gave us a promo code. So if you're interested in purchasing this, use the code Tony Stark. Also, I'll continue to review these as they come out. So if you can't get it, you can also experience this by proxy. Remember to like, subscribe, comment below, keep watching. This is your Geek Fix.